So, Technoblade was doxxed. Now, as you guys know, a few months ago, Technoblade was canceled. Basically, he made some edgy jokes about 4 years ago. Now, most people took Technoblade's side because obviously it was stupid that he got canceled for these old tweets he made like 4 years ago when he was 17. But the hate for Technoblade got so bad that he ended up deleting a lot of his older videos. Now, unlike a lot of these other Minecraft YouTubers, Technoblade has not said anything about this, which I think is a good thing because he doesn't need to address some old joke tweets that he made like 4 years ago. But because of this, people on Twitter keep trying to cancel him for this, and they claim that they just want him to address it and apologize. Now, you would think that after months of trying to cancel Technoblade and failing, that these people would just give up. But no, in fact, they have gotten worse. People have been sending death threats to Technoblade. People have been harassing Technoblade, and some people have even doxed Technoblade. Now, I don't know if this dox is actually real, if this is actually Technoblade's information, but obviously I'm not going to show any of it. But recently, this thread calling out the people who doxed Technoblade went viral, and this right here is what they had to say. So, let me get this straight. Some burner account put out insensitive, since deleted remarks from his past. You all tried pressuring him, then dogpiling on him to address it. When he joined his friend's Minecraft server, you harassed and doxed him, and then migrated to Coral TWT. Now, I actually didn't know this, so apparently, Technoblade joined his friend's Minecraft server, and they started harassing him. Now, keep in mind, this tweet right here that you've seen 100 times, this is why all of this is happening. Now, they continue their thread by saying this: "You all make me sick. The idea that you can justify this with your screwed up and twisted sense of justice as if you haven't made this situation 20 times worse is absolutely baffling to me. The fact that you are all calling him a racist, lesbian-phobe, and anti-Semite over remarks that were insensitive at worst makes me want to tear out my hair. This entire thing has been blown beyond proportion. It's ridiculous. Save your outrage for people who actually deserve it. It's clear as day that Technoblade is not a hateful person nor a bigot. You are doing nothing but bringing up and weaponizing hurtful things that should have been left in the past. There's nothing noble about this anymore. You are all a toxic hive mind of people doing stupid stuff out of fear of getting canceled yourselves. Words cannot explain how much I despise this about Twitter. So if you've harassed or dogpiled or doxed him in the slightest, block me. If you cannot stand the side of him for some sorry reason, block me. I will continue being a Technoblade fan, and I'm fed up with you all." Now, this entire situation is just so messed up. So Technoblade made edgy jokes like everybody else did 4 years ago, and because of that, people started harassing him, they started doxing him, they started sending him death threats over jokes. These people on Twitter, they claim to be the good guys, right? Holding content creators accountable for their actions. But this is way worse than anything Technoblade has ever done. You do realize that doxing someone can put them in actual danger? It can put his family in danger. Technoblade doesn't live alone. He lives with his family, and apparently he has a younger sister. So because he made jokes, these people are putting his family's life at risk. Even if Technoblade was this terrible person that these people claim he is, which he's not, by the way, anyone can clearly see that, but even if he was, you cannot justify doxing him, because that is just as bad, even worse, than actually being a racist or a lesbian phobe, like people are claiming Technoblade is. I just don't understand how these people can even claim to be fans of Technoblade. Like, if you were a fan of Technoblade, right, you enjoy his videos, you watch every new video, you watch his live streams, and then you find out 4 years ago he said, "Is Hitler a lesbian?" and your reaction is to dox him, you're either psychotic or you're not a fan of him at all. What kind of fan is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dox this person I used to watch. I'm gonna put this person's life at risk because I found out that he isn't a perfect person. I found out that he made some mistakes. I found out that he made jokes that I don't like. In all of my years of watching YouTube and being fans of people and losing respect for YouTubers I respected, I have never once thought of doxing someone. There have been plenty of YouTubers that I used to look up to that I despise now, that I don't like, but I have never thought about doxing them. That thought has never crossed my mind. How does this even happen? I don't understand. This guy is a Minecraft YouTuber. He plays a block game, and now his life is at risk over a block game. Technoblade has never even done a face reveal, and now somehow he's getting doxed. Most likely this dox isn't even his, but that doesn't matter. Whether it's his or somebody else's, you're still putting somebody else's life at risk over a joke made 4 years ago. I cannot stress enough how insane that is. If you don't like a joke that somebody makes, act like a normal person. Ignore it. And if it's that bad, if it affects you that much to the point where you're gonna dox and harass them, unsubscribe, block them. Don't go out of your way to make that person's life miserable because they made one joke that you didn't like. I really don't understand that mentality. So I'm just gonna end off this video with a clip from the Misfits podcast because I think they pretty much sum up this entire Twitter cancel culture thing perfectly.
None of these cancellations ever have any effect.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's no longer people bitching about it. It's no longer people saying, I don't agree with this. You know, if you're my mutual, I want you to unfollow these creators or you can unfollow me. We're no longer friends. It's not even that anymore.
Yeah.
It's these people made a joke that I disagree with, and I came to the conclusion that they're racist and that they're horrible.
Terrible
and
people.
that, we need justice. There needs to be justice for this. And then they dox and get personal information. They get addresses, they get phone numbers, and that's when it becomes fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
That's when it crosses a line of, you could be potentially, like, even the idea of doxing, getting information out there is fucking dangerous. Because
so
people can
weird,
use that, and I'm sure a lot of the people that dox and practice that, they do it in hopes of harassing family members, of harassing you
what
personally,
else would you do it for?
of calling the police and saying, hey, I'm mentally ill, I killed my wife and 3 kids, and I'm going to shoot any cop that comes in here. And then, the cops are going to rock up with a SWAT team, and you're going to answer your fucking door being like, what's going on? They're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
If you make a sudden movement.
Yeah, it's getting scary. It's getting scary.
That's the thing, is that these people online are fucking militant.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a militant thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's almost like people are using it as an excuse. Like it's not even the same people that are getting like used to get angry. And the first example that you had of people just being like, I don't like the joke and they should be cancelled. It's almost like there's a new breed almost.
Well, now
people
aggressive.
Yeah,
just like looking for a reason to be upset.
yeah, exactly. Like they're anonymous.
It's like this guy made a joke
Yeah.
that I didn't like. Let's ruin his fucking life.
Yeah.
Let's put his family at risk. Let's put himself at risk.
Anarchists.
Yeah, well, it's just these people that they feel like they're at the top of the moral high ground mountain.
Yeah.
And that everything they believe is what should be. Like this vision they have, like, hey, nobody can be problematic, and if you're it's like authoritarians. If you're problematic, we're gonna fucking send people to your house and possibly get you killed.
Yeah.
We're gonna harass you. We're going to terrorize you into submission.
And that right there is why I like the Misfits. They like making edgy jokes. That doesn't make them bad people, and they pretty much summed up the entire Twitter cancel culture thing perfectly. It's just so insane to me that these people think that they're the good guys when they go around doing stuff like this, when they go around putting people's lives at risk over jokes. So yeah, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel.